next part, we're going to talk about what gets real estate investors in trouble. The first one we're going to talk about is more of a general problem with almost all business owners, which is paying quarterly estimated tax payments. So when we got a W-2, our employer was the ones who would pay taxes on our behalf. You know, you'd see the gross amount, then you'd see a bunch of stuff that Uncle Sam was taking out, and then you'd see what you would get in the end. So we didn't have to think about remitting taxes over to the Department of Treasury. Well, when we earn our own money, we're still subject to those rules. The IRS is what you call a pay-as-you-go system, which means we pay in our taxes as we get the money. If you get a W-2, they're going to get something from you every pay cycle from you. But as entrepreneurs, there's 4 dates that we need to keep in mind, all right? April 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and then January 15th, all right? Those are the due dates for quarterly estimated tax payments. It can be kind of tricky to figure out how much you need to pay. The best way to know is to consult with a tax professional who's going to look over your stuff. But the method that I'm going to tell you about today is the one that's going to be the most simple to calculate, and also is going to avoid you getting any penalties when it comes time for you to file your taxes. So the rule of thumb is whatever you paid in taxes last year, you want to pay 100% of that in quarterly estimated tax payments this year. And if we do that, you will avoid a penalty. And the results will be mainly one of two things. Either one, you will have paid too little in taxes, which means when April 15th comes, you need to be ready to pay the balance, or you would have paid in too much and you will receive a refund. But either way, tax time won't come, and now you have a $10,000, $20,000 tax bill that you can't pay. All right? And so that's what catches people off guard. Most self-employed people do not pay quarterly estimated tax payments at all. Most of them don't even know to pay, which, you know, I can't fault them, because if you don't know it, you just don't know until tax time comes. But some know and still don't pay. They just prepare themselves to write a big check at the end of the year. But for the ones who do pay taxes throughout the year, they're not slapped with a big tax bill that they can't handle. Another reason this is important is because as business owners, you know, our business is our money-making machine, and so we want that machine to work as efficiently as possible. But that machine isn't working too efficiently if we're paying extra money in penalties and interest. You know, so it will help you to avoid those kind of issues as well. Some people end up with tax bills so big that they need to hire someone like me to try to get it knocked down, which is still not efficient, because I am going to charge you if I knock down your tax debt. All right. So the best way to do it is to just make those quarterly estimated tax payments throughout the year and be done with it. I will tell you, it's going to be a bad feeling the first time you actually have to write a check or log onto the website and send money to them. And if we're really doing numbers, yeah, you could be sending them $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 or more. But we want to plan for these things and know they're going to be there. We want to budget for them. We do not want to calculate what our profit is until we've considered taxes in that equation. Most people figure out their profit before taxes, which really ain't profit. All right.
When does the interest start accruing on the taxes?
From April 15th and forward. If you have a balance, interest and penalties can accrue from the day you owe taxes until the day it's a zero balance.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's very true.
And that's for self-employed, specifically for self-employed.
No, that's for everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, everybody gets that love. So,
but it's taken out. So your W-2 is taken out. Like, is interest included in that?
Oh no. Your tax debt is mainly calculated when you file your return. If you file your return and have a balance due, you want to pay that balance due by April 15th.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right,
understood.
Yeah. Now, if you get a refund, they owe you. There's no penalties and interest on that. But if you owe them, penalties and interest accrue from the day that tax debt is on their books.
It's not even fair. When they owe you money, it's nothing. When we owe them money, it's taxes, penalties, and interest.
Somebody said something, I'm getting to, but I want to say this while it's on my head right now. This is very important. Somebody said something about getting big refunds earlier.
That was me here.
That was you. Big refunds are cool if, and I don't want to sound a certain kind of way, but if you get like the earned income credit, which is a credit for the working poor, then yeah, you want a big refund. They're not paying anything in taxes, they're getting money back. But if you are making money, you don't want a big refund. You want your tax bill to come back as close to zero as possible. That means all the taxes you've paid that you were supposed to pay have been paid, but you're not giving them an interest-free loan. That's money that could be spent doing, investing in properties or paying down debt, or
It's like you're loaning the money.
it's interest-free loan.
Interest-free, yeah.
Exactly, but if you owe them, it is not free. I can get penalties abated, but the interest is never abated. Well, almost never abated. So yeah,
Also, somebody can come to you and be like, hey, I got a $12,000 tax bill. Can you help me out? Get this lower. And then you can try to work something out.
yes.
Some loopholes, I guess.
Well, there's no loopholes.
Not loopholes,
Just use the tax law.
Right.
Just a thorough understanding of the tax law helps me to navigate this system. IRS is a big, massive branch. I think it's the most powerful collection agency in the world. But the advantages that I have as a tax professional is that I know their entire playbook. They have rules they have to follow when they're trying to get someone to pay their tax debt, and they have to follow those rules. I know their entire game plan. And the only thing I have to do is just jump in the right place. If I do this action, they have to take that action.
It's like credit repair. We know the bureau's got to adhere to our letters in a certain time frame, but not,
Exactly.
we use that as leverage. I have a question. So what if someone's already in trouble, in which they owe the IRS money because whatever situation happened? What advice do you have for them?
The best thing I can tell them is to, one, get into compliance, which means filing all past tax returns and also paying the current quarter and quarterly estimated tax payments. All right, and to get into a payment plan where they can start paying it down. That is the best thing you can do, because if you don't do that, their collection actions consistently get more and more aggressive until they start talking about levying your stuff. You don't want to go there. So the first thing you do is get into compliance. Compliance is filing all past due tax returns and paying quarterly estimated tax payments in the current quarter. And after you do that, get into a payment plan. If you qualify for plans that can get you reduced, go that route. But get into compliance as soon as possible.
Is interest applied on extensions?
Yes. If you owe. If you don't owe, then of course no interest.
And always CYA, guys. Just to put that out there, that disclaimer.
Yeah.
But if anybody is in trouble or wants to prevent getting into trouble, how can they reach out to you, Eric?
You can call me at 404-567-6624, and my email address is eric@jtgtax.com.
All right, so you're on YouTube, bro. Keep in mind.
First win.
All right, we're gonna be hitting you up.
All right.
Just let them know JP sent you, Juan Pablo sent you. If you happen to reach out to Eric, and what are your credentials, Eric?
I'm an enrolled agent. Enrolled agents we are the only federally licensed tax practitioners that are allowed to practice before the IRS. So if you get IRS letters or any kind of tax issues, we can represent you on your behalf. We get penalties abated, we get tax debt knocked down, we get you back into compliance. We also do tax planning for you, so you can structure your activities to where you will pay the least amount in taxes come filing season. So basically, we're tax pros.
All right, and now I just want to switch gears. I'm going to cut the camera off. Maybe you can talk about bookkeeping and accounting.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of newbie investors, they have a hard time of having like a simple system of keeping track of the books.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have any more questions about staying out of trouble with the IRS. Good? All right, guys, so always CYA. All right? All right, so thanks for watching the video. We appreciate your viewership. By the way, guys, make sure you subscribe to 100%finance.com. We have a plethora of tools that can help you succeed financially. We have a report on credit repair, 3 tips on how you can improve your FICO score. We also have a business credit ebook. We have a ton of real estate related documents, from deal analyzers to a mortgage calculator, a whole bunch of resources. You just have to subscribe. And one last thing, don't want to forget, we are offering free live webinars to answer your questions. This is only made available to our website subscribers. So you have to subscribe to 100%finance.com to receive the details as to the date, the time, and the call-in information for the webinars to answer your credit repair, business credit, or business funding needs, as well as your real estate related questions. Thank you guys again for watching, and subscribe.